I've compiled a list of everything a student needs to survive iMedia. For starters, you need a box of tissues. You will shed a tear or come extremely close to it at some point in this program. We are all driven people, and we take our work very seriously. Working so closely with technology, something is bound to go awry every now and then. That one missing semicolon can push you to the brink. So a box of tissue is definitely necessary. Next, you need a class comedian. There are times throughout the year when it gets pretty intense in the classroom. Every class needs a jokester to provide comedic relief and also to break the silence. Thank you, Reginald Peterson. Thank you, Reginald Peterson, for serving as our class comedian and also as our SGA class representative. This year would not have been the same without you. Next on the list, you need hard drives, and preferably solid state. Everyone definitely needs a hard drive or two to back up all the many projects that we've worked on. The horror stories that Professor Motley told us at the beginning of the year had us scared straight. Hard drives was even the name of our intramural basketball team. Our team made it to the semifinals, proving that our class is more than just a bunch of nerds. I won't talk too much about hard drives because that's Professor Walsh's specialty. I'm sure that he would be willing to answer any and every question that you have about hard drives after this. Fourth on the list is Apple everything. Prior to beginning this program, I told myself I would never buy a tablet. I have a laptop, I have a cell phone, why would I need a tablet in addition to those things? This was obviously before I decided to complete my capstone project as an interactive iPad magazine. It also helps to have a couple of Apple know-it-alls. Thank you, Shekinah and Craig. You also need an energy booster. During this program, you don't get much sleep at all. At some point, everyone is in need of an energy boost, especially while dealing with Professor LeCav's class. Red Bull was my drink of choice. I'm not sure what Sasha and Mary Fran used as an energy boost, but it worked. They basically lived in Powell Hall. You also need snacks. If the refrigerator on the second floor of Powell Hall could talk, what would it say? Some of us were avid refrigerator users, bringing our lunch to school every day. Others of us opted to grab lunch on the go from Pandora's, The Root, Chick-fil-A, or some other place on campus. You also need bug spray and sunscreen for the fly-in trips. We braved the elements in Costa Rica, Ecuador, Cuba, and the Dominican Republic. Despite the big bugs and blazing sun, the fly-in trip was one of the highlights of this program. I was really blown away at the fly-in presentations. It's amazing what each group pulled together in such a short amount of time. You also need a pseudo-mom in addition to your real mom, who can comfort you when you need it the most. What would we do without Maggie Mulliken? Maggie was there to always provide us with a comforting word when someone was at their wit's end. Last but certainly not least, you need a strong drink at the end of a stressful day. That's everything you need to survive iMedia.